Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to show you how to create charts to visualize data in Designer applications. Charts in the Designer are output modules that can present and visualize data in the user interface. This is the dataset we're going to be using in this video. Here we have a yearly data for various properties like base salaries, bonus paid, and overtime hours. For the system to pick up this data, I created a table name range that is called dashboard. Selecting this range will allow us to use the data columns from this table. You can insert a chart by dragging and dropping into your page, just like any module. Once in place, we can click the chart to configure it. Charts can be mainly categorized in three groups: single-axis charts, multi-axis charts, and special charts. Based on your chart selection, you will get various selections in chart options. Let's begin with a single-axis chart. The charts that fall under this category are donut, pie, funnel, and pyramid. These charts are best used to show the contribution of an item to the whole. They typically display data on a single axis and distribute its contents based on a group selection. The contents of the group field will determine how many items are going to be on our single axis. Let's see this on an example. Here I'm going to use the table name range dashboard, and then select donut from the chart type. Since we selected a single axis chart, the options we're getting are group field and the size field. For the group field, I'm going to select department. And for the size field, I'm going to select performance score to compare the performances of different departments. We can give this chart a background color by selecting from the background color option. The chart title represents the text label that's going to be displayed onto the top of this chart. Chart title properties can be configured from the title color and title font size options. We can further configure this chart by going into the Edit Legend and Edit Tooltip options. The Legend window will give us options to configure the chart legend that will be displayed next to this chart. We can choose to enable or disable it, or change its font properties. When you're done, remember to press Submit. The next set of options we have is Tooltip Settings. Here we can choose to enable or disable tooltips, give them a background color, and change the font settings. Tooltips are the text that will be displayed when you mouse over any of the chart sections. When you're done, press Submit to save your changes. The next category is multi-axis charts. Charts that fall under this category are area, bar, column, line, radar, and scatter. These charts are ideal for visualizing trends. Most of these charts accept only numeric data for the y-axis and numeric or text data for the x-axis. In some cases, it is also possible to categorize the y-axis data using a group field. Let's go ahead and add another chart. Going into the chart settings, I'm going to select my table name range. For chart type, I'm going to use column. Here I'm going to try visualizing the year-by-year data, and for that I'm going to select year under the x-axis. To compare the year-by-year change of the base salaries and the bonuses, I'm going to select both of these fields for the y-axis. We can choose to give this chart a background color from the background color input. We can choose to change the properties of this title text by using these two boxes. A feature that comes with column and bar charts is the stack type. Since I have two data fields selected under the y-axis, I can choose to stack these columns in a normal setting or in a full setting. Choosing none will simply place the columns side by side. Here I'm going to select normal to see the data in a more compact way. This chart can be further customized by going into any of these advanced settings. Edit X-axis window will allow us to change the properties of the X-axis. Here we can choose to show or hide the X-axis labels. We can change the alignment of the labels under the label placement option. Label properties can be further customized from the label font color, font family, font size, font style, and format options. Line color and the line thickness options will determine the properties of the bars that will be plotting the data. In some cases, your charts may not start from zero, as the system will automatically find a minimum and a maximum ranges of your data, and if you like to force the data to start from zero, you can enable this checkbox. The title text will be shown under the x-axis. We can further customize this title by changing its color, its font family, font size, or the font style. When you're ready, press the Submit button. We can do the same for the y-axis. We can choose to show or hide the y-axis labels, change its placement, font color, font family, font size, or font style. When you're done, press the Submit button to save your changes. Any chart that doesn't fall into any of the other two categories are considered special charts. Currently, the bubble chart is the only visualization element under this group. The bubble chart is very similar to a scatter chart, but it differs from other charts as it offers a third parameter in the form of data plot size. Let's continue with adding a new chart and select bubble for the chart type. This time I'm going to compare the overtime hours and performance score of our employees. The same customization options are present in this chart as well. Now let's do a preview and see what our application looks like. This dashboard is fully interactive, and users can mouse over these charts to interact with the data. Thank you for watching.